Well, look at that. Time flies when you're having fun. The whole week just went by, and glad to be back, right? I normally take the weekends off from Amazon, at least broadcasting live, that is. And we're back. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to this week's show. Deals with David. I'm your host, David Burrows. Should I put that up on the screen? Do I look more important if I put it up on the screen? There you go. Nice to have you here wherever you're watching from. I hope you'll click on the unmute. Of course, you can't. You don't know that I'm saying unmute because if you're muted, then you wouldn't know that I'm saying you need to unmute. So it's pointless for me to say that. Okay, I'm silly. Glad to be here again. I love doing these live streams for you. I'm still getting used to it all. I got to, as long as I've been live streaming for 11 years, and I'm still learning. And I just got to pull up my chat, so we're live in several different places. My big thumbs just don't. There we go. Ta-da! Let's go to that. Open in browser. There we go. Chat is waiting. Yeah, so wherever you're watching from, good to have you here. Let me get my product page up here and ready. I was ready. I promise you that I was. And do I have others? No, see, I don't. And I'm always dry lately. Voila, always have your water with you. Right? Good stuff. Let's get up my first. Oh yeah, there it is. What are you talking about? I was ready. There we go. Where are you watching from? Don't be shy in the chat. I appreciate you saying hello there. And, oh, Christopher, good morning. There you go. I just saw your your message before I went live here, so, and I will be in touch maybe later tonight or tomorrow. It's today. Monday's always a busy day, but I haven't forgotten about you. For those of you who are watching wherever else you're watching from around the world, pop into the chat and say hello. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and you want to see the deals, like to be able to click on them, you've got to click on, there's a link in the description, dealswithdavid.live. You click on that and then you'll see me on Amazon and you'll get all the deals that I'm going to talk about here as well. Right? So good to have you here, Chris. Hope you're having a good morning so far. All right. Let me get things up here so I sort of look like I know what I'm doing. Not really. Here we go. When you're, iPhones, a lot of great cameras for photography, for video, etc. And probably one of the biggest things people don't realize, there's a lot you can do with your phone. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of friends who are photographers, and they'll tell you, photography in an iPhone is not the same as a DSLR. I would beg to differ, but I'm also not a professional photographer either. Hello, Linda. Yeah, been a long time. Yeah, for sure. Linda, also, if you're watching wherever you look like you're watching from Facebook, excuse me, if you click on the link dealswithdavid.live, it'll bring you over to my Amazon page. And that's where you'll see all the products that I'm talking about. And while you're there, or while you're here, if you hover your mouse over, you'll see a follow button here. I'd really appreciate you clicking on that. It helps my channel grow and let more people know about me. And that's a great way to support me. And you'll get notified when I go live from Amazon, right? So that's cool. I've been seeing lots of different people pop up that I haven't seen in a long time, so that's great. All right, let me get that. That could be why. I wonder how quickly that works. Shoo-ba-dee-doo. There we are. Look at that. I just love it when the Amazon pages are featuring us. Look at that. We're live right on the DJI Amazon page. Whoops. So I like to take those bragging pictures. That's what they really are. They're bragging pictures. All right. So you can do some great photography with iPhones and Androids too, to be perfectly honest. I'm an iPhone guy, so you won't find me talking much about Android things here. But I do a lot of video work. In fact, I don't own, I shouldn't say I don't own any big cameras, you know. I do have a Sony Handycam that I haven't used in probably at least a year-ish. Yeah, almost, okay, 2 years. It's still a great product, 1080p. Sony makes great products. I create videos for businesses, etc., all using my iPhone. I edit everything. You can actually, I have a friend of mine, like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, so you think how the technology was then. Did a music video for a friend of his that had a band. Recorded it all on the iPad and edited it all on the iPad, right? And that was 3 years ago. Technology is way better. The cameras are nicer. My son has an iPhone 12, 3 cameras built in, and the quality is just unbelievable. I'm with an iPhone XR, and it's really funny sometimes because when I show up to do productions and I've got a few iPhones, they're like, what are you doing? It's like, wait till you see the result. When I live stream, like here, right now, I'm live streaming, so I've got the camera here, and I've got my product cam, which you can see over here. And then I've got, these are all iPhones and iPads for the cameras, right? So, but one of the things about photography and videography is stabilization. You want a nice balance. You don't want anything too shaky. And you know, you can hold your phone and honestly, like a way to do it is sort of like this. And create your own little tripod, right? That's a way to do it. But if you start moving, like you can only do so much, right? That's why the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, any of the DJI Osmo mobile products are fantastic. I actually have an Osmo 2, which is over there, which I only use once in a while. It's a great product still. Then they've come out with the Osmo 3. There's actually an Osmo 4, which you see on the screen right now. And I'm going to talk about the Osmo 3 because I don't have an Osmo 4. They're basically the same, except the Osmo 4 allows you to remove, it's got a magnetic attachment to the stabilizer, so you can just pull it right off and snap it back on. You'll see there in a minute. But there you go. DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Now I know I'm shown on the page here at $198, but in the carousel today, it's $169 for the DJI Osmo 4 combo pack, right? Combo pack gives you some extra accessories, right? And if you click on that, it'll take you to the page and you can see that. Robin Birch. Hello, Robin. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate you clicking the follow button. Thanks for joining me here. It's nice to have some new followers, and you really help grow the channel when you click that follow button. So just hover over here. It's up there somewhere. And don't be afraid to say hello in the chat or ask questions about the products I'm talking about. Maybe you've got a product that you'd like to know more about that's not in the carousel. Let me know. I always leave some room to add into the carousel. So if you've got a product you'd like me to look up, I can pull it up here on the product page and we'll take a look at that. All right, let's get started. I got to get my water first. Ooh. me. I cannot get through my streams without the water. One of the things that, for me anyway, when you get a product, you know, you look at the price sometimes, and I'll tell you, at $169 for the Osmo 4 or $129.95 for the Osmo 3 that I'm about to show you. You know, $40 difference, you get a little bit more. There's some other features in the 4, but you won't go wrong with the Osmo 3, especially at the price of $129.95. And let's bring that up. And then we'll head over to that page. There we go. Voila, just like that. And this is just a great combo pack because there's even more in there. Oh no, I had that. So you'll see the top. So there's the, wow. I didn't get that with my Osmo 3. I've changed it up a bit. But there is the stabilizer. You get a carry case with it. Wow. Plus like a backpack case, right? So you can carry extra cameras. You get all your cables. Nice soft case. There's a tripod and another. This is really cool. I have one of those actually that I got with my Osmo 2 when I bought that. This was the same combo with the backpack. It's really a must-have if you're going to do any type of videography with an iPhone or an Android and you want things to look smooth and stable. There's actually, with the app that comes with, or you download it, it's a free app, has like Follow Me on it, so you could put it, put the Osmo on a tripod and turn on the app and turn on Follow Me. There's a few instructions, but it's pretty simple. And if you're walking, you know, left to right, it will follow you around. So it's a really intelligent stabilizer as well. But one of the things, you know, you look at the price and you go, wow, how can I get all of that for that price? It's really value packed for the price. And the packaging, to me, the packaging always says a lot. Like just that right there, well designed, and it's just solid cardboard, if there's such a thing, right? And then when it comes in the case, it's a really durable case. It's somewhat waterproof, right? And it's just got a strong design to it. There's kind of a little pocket here if you wanted to, you know, add something on the outside there. It's always handy. You know, you can always find an extra cable or something that you want to carry. You know, your carrying strap. I never used to use carrying straps. I used to go, oh, that's in the way, whatever. But you know what? When it comes to cameras, or if you're walking and you're hiking or something, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. They keep making carry straps for a reason. All right, let's go back to my other chat here. I don't want to leave anybody out. There we go. Okay. And if you like the music, it's on Spotify. It's called Stream Beats. A gentleman by the name of Harris Heller, a content creator that I follow, made this copyright-free music for streamers, so I take advantage of it, and it supports him as well. This is an iPhone 6, which does not come with, but this is what I use for a camera, for videography or live streaming, right? So I always carry that in there. And then I've got my extra cables. That's where that went. I've been looking all over for you. I'm not even sure why I have that in there. Interesting. But I've been looking all over for it. And there it is! It's just right there! I do remember why I have it in there. That's it right there, right? It does come with your cables, your charging cables, etc., which I have in another bag because I actually have 3 of these. I use them for live streaming. But there is the Osmo 3, right? Simply put, you can see how small it is. There's my hand. Let's see if you can. Let's get that out of the way. Maybe you can see that a little bit better. So it's nice and small. And watch this. Voila, that's it right there. The DJI Osmo 3. DJI makes fantastic products. Between the stabilizers, I also have the drone, one of the drones that they make, the Mini 2, which I talked about on previous streams. By the way, when you're here and you're following, these are all going to be recorded and left here, so you can actually go back and watch some of the other previously broadcasted live streams, and all the products are left in the carousel, and you can still get those deals if they're in there, right? So if you want to know more about that, make sure you hover over, click the follow button here so you can find those videos. So really durable, like it's in my hand and it's sturdy. These are, don't let the price fool you. Now, one of the things I like about the Osmo 3 is how they've made it so simple to set up the balance. Oops, so simple, and I'm having a hard time. Back up, David. There we go. Okay. When I say balance of the camera, the Osmo 2 was built differently, and you had to open things up and you had to put it in. There was a little knob you had to slide back and forth, and it took you a little bit to get the balance of your camera, because of course, and you can put different size phones in here, cameras, right? I call them cameras. Cameras that have a phone built in. And it doesn't have to be activated on any cellular network, right? You just need Wi-Fi. I want to make sure. Software update. Later. Remind me later. There we go. So real simple. I'll show you under the product camera. That's probably a better way to let you see what I'm doing. You see right there? Whoops. Give me all these notifications that I don't want right now. So real simple. There it is, right? Over here. And I leave the tags on because I forget, but it says phone camera that way, right? Here's the camera up top. So it's pointed that way. Just kind of try to center it as best as your eyeball can tell you, and you're in. Right? And now, need to get the, now I just open it up. It's ready to go, just like that. So real simple. Power button here. There's 3 buttons here. Power, and then other functions, and then you can manually steer it here. I call it steer it. And then there's, when you're using the DJI app to record, which you don't have to use that. You can just use the record on your, like the regular camera app on your iPhone. But when you use the DJI app, you actually have, you see that there a little better. You get zoom in wide, right? And then 3 buttons here. This is your manual control and your power and other functions. And I just turned it on. Right? No, I didn't turn it on. I just press and hold. There you go. You heard that. And look at that. It just comes to life. It just comes to life. Now I'm going to open the it's the DJI Mimo app, it's called. So I don't know if you'll be able to, oh, there you go. And this is a free app, of course. So it's loading up. Now, when it, agree. I haven't used this in a while, so that's, There we go. Now, as you can see right now, it is in portrait mode, right? Up and down. And that's great for Instagram. A lot of times, and it drives me crazy, people will record in portrait mode and then they upload it to, yeah, just landscape mode, folks. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, now it's asking me for a firmware update. Okay, well, let's do that. Probably won't take too long. Yeah, it's gonna go to sleep. Part of the combo pack comes with this great base tripod, right? Let's put that down while we're waiting for it to do some stuff. Again, really durable, and it carries along nicely with the combo pack. You just pop it open like this, right? There you go. And right into the bottom there. Right. Snug. And then I need a bigger table. Mounted. When I fly my drone, I actually will take this out with me. You know, I might sit at a picnic table or something and sit down and while I'm flying the drone, and I'll have this on the picnic table in front of me recording, so then I can, in post, I can edit things later and put myself into it, and it just keeps things nice and stable. It's really, I love this product. Or you can close it up like that, and you could actually, if you wanted like an extension, if you were doing self-portrait, right? It gives you a little more of an arm's, more of a lengthy reach, right? Update success. Good. I like when things are success. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole app, but there you can see the app. Right, and it's got lots and lots of features. Now, let's go into landscape mode. Well, the button on the back has a controller as well, and I just do that twice. And it centers everything, right? And then there's the M button on the front there. Right there. Okay, I'm going to press that twice. I think that's how I do it. Yep, just press it twice. And it goes right into landscape mode. How slick is that? On the Osmo Mobile 2, you actually had to stop, manually turn it, and then you sort of had to readjust it. Still a great product, but they keep making it better and better. Now I put that down like that, and now I've got all these controls. I don't know if you can see how I'm controlling that, and I can make a left and right. Right. Really slick product. Oh, we're already there. How about that? That's cool. Let's go back there. Okay. It's got zoom in on it. You can front camera, rear camera controls. It does have follow me. I think I'm going to try to make that work here. Glamour effects. I don't want glamour effects. I don't remember how to do it. Where'd it go? You can control your brightness, etc. It's really fantastic. And follow mode. There we go. I don't know why I did that. Here we go. Nope. Follow. Now, a hand gesture, watch this, has hand gesture. I need to turn this around the other way and line myself up. I think that's how you do it. And if I go like this, I don't have it turned on right. Off. Gesture control on. There. All right, you see how it did that? So you stand back from the camera and then you put your hand up when you're ready to start. It recognizes it and then it automatically starts recording. So we're recording right now, and as I'm moving my head, right? Actually, let me see if I can, well, I don't know if it'll work on this or not. You know. Ha. Double click and it goes back. Stop. Let me see if I can actually bring this up on the screen for you to give you a better idea. It wants me to do an update on this too. You can tell I haven't used this in a while. $129.95 though for the DJI Osmo 3. Just so much value, quality product. DJI makes great products. They also make the Mavic Mini and the Mini 2 and other drones that will be coming up. We're coming up on a future broadcast. We're going to have a bonus broadcast on a Saturday, and my son Jason and I are going to go out and live we'll fly the drone, and we'll show you all about that. So make sure you click the follow button, hover and click the follow button so you get notified when we do that. You don't want to miss out on that. It's going to be fun. Control center, customize controls, screen recording. Let's put that in there. Okay. So now if I take that, there it is. Should be there. Aha! I got it. So let's get rid of that. I want to show you this. Let's do this, this, and this, right? Okay, so what you're seeing at the top of the screen now is the app that comes with the DJI Osmo products, the stabilizers. So right now I'm in portrait mode. So if I double click over here on this M button, it's now just taking me, and I have to change the all right, so now you can see what's on the app and what's happening now, right? And you've got the hand gestures turned on. That's right down here. You can see how you can turn your front face camera and your rear camera. It actually has, let's see, you can do 1280 by 720 up to 60 frames per second right on this phone. Depends on your phone as well, or you can change the frame rates. It's got some other, what's this, auto, yeah. So you can actually change auto focus, auto lighting, etc. You notice if you tap here, right, and then you can control your brightness, see that? You can do that on your iPhone. So it really does a lot of what the iPhone does, and it's got all your slow motion. You can do time lapse, hyperlapse. It's all built right in it, so it's fantastic. So, you know, set your camera out and do the time lapse thing. You know, when all the lights are going really fast. Yeah, it's cool. It's like that. But here is, okay, so I've got the hand gesture over here. If I tap on that and then right there, you can change it to follow and shoot. Use gesture control to shoot while the gimbal automatically follows the user, or gesture control only controls shooting. So we want it to follow us. So now, as you'll see, I put my hand up. And you'll see here how it's focused on my face. See the box? You can actually change that. Now if I move my head, right? Ooh. And you're seeing my green screen behind me, giving all my secrets away, right? Now I could be standing up to 2 meters away from this, and it's pretty accurate about following me. It's pretty smooth there, as you can see, right? You know, so now if let's see how fast I go over here. See how it came? Whoa, it went way too far. Get back in there. Hello. So, you know, you're not, yeah. But if you were, you know, wired up for yourself with a microphone and you're standing and you want to do some walking left to right a little bit, or all the way around actually, it will follow you all the way around, get the great footage, and then post-edit, of course, put it all together and it comes out fantastic. Now, the nice thing about the DJI Osmo 3 compared to the 2 is that the Osmo 2, this clamp at the top was a different design where it actually covered the end of the phone here on each. So what that caused trouble for was being able to plug in like an external microphone. Well, here you can plug, you'll see it like Saramonic microphones, any type of microphone that goes into here. This is a 3.5 millimeter input because it's the iPhone 6. iPhone 7 and up, of course, have the different input, but you can buy an adapter like this one right here. Should be in the carousel as well. One thing I will say is, I know you can buy like third-party stuff for Apple. I just go with Apple. Why? It's more money, I know. It works. It just works. Apple stuff works with Apple stuff. Simple rule. Okay. But what I can actually do here, and I have this now I know why I had this in there. I have this extension that I could plug in, and then I could have my wired lav mic plugged into that as well. Right? Really slick. Can also plug in wireless USB mics, which I should have had that set up, but I think you get the idea. Yeah, oh yeah, so now we can stop that. Stop it. Stop. There we go. And then we can go back, we can turn the hand gesture off. I could have actually, with the hand gesture on, I could have put that up. Let me show you that. I think I can do that. Let's make sure. Why isn't it working now? Let's go back. Turn that off. Okay, now turn it on. Smile for the camera. Now it's not doing it. What did I change? Maybe it wants to, I don't know, is it on the left hand now? I've done something. Oh. Boo. I don't know what I did there. No, hand gesture off now because I switched cameras. Please work. Not doing it now. I've done something. I don't know what. There we go. But it keeps things stable. Now what you see there, that was it. Just went into demo mode for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's got a bunch of templates. You can actually edit your video right in the app, which is really cool. It doesn't want to gesture control me now. I don't know why. Okay, but you can see if you're watching the camera there, like I am moving this around, and you can just see how stable that really is. It's fantastic. And if you're doing any kind of video work, you need to have a stabilizer. And at the price of $129.99 here today, because we're live, and you get this kit like that has, well, let's look at all this stuff, right? Look at everything you get with this. Whoops. You get two tripods, basically. You get the one here that you could set off to the side or somewhere else, and then you've got the DJI tripod, a fantastic case, backpack carrying case. So you could add in some extra phones or cameras or cables, right? And then, of course, you get the cables that you need. And then, of course, the DJI 3 right there. Fantastic product here today at $129.99. I have 3 of them. What does that tell you? Now, maybe you're not like me. I do a lot of live streaming. Here's something really cool. I hope this works. I don't know if I have it set up on this phone. It actually integrates with some of the software that I'm using for broadcasting. Please work. Oh yeah, I think it's going to work. I think I have it set up, which is great. So I'm going to make this a remote camera. So we're actually going to stop this for a minute. Pardon me, don't mean to do that to you. This is pretty slick. If I can get it up here. Let's try that again. Okay, ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And big fingers. Close. Remote camera. Here we go. Okay, now. Okay, this is really slick. Watch this. Let me get this up. Okay, so there is the camera, and I've got it connected into my software here. And I can control on my switcher here. My controller is an iPad, and I now have the Osmo connected into that. And watch what I can do. I can control the DJI Osmo 3. This works with the 2 and the 4 as well. And I can control. There you see in my other studio, right? And it comes all the way around, right? Who's that handsome guy? And that is all integrated in with the software Switcher Studio that I'm using here for the broadcast today. So a lot of reasons to come out and use the DJI Osmo 3. Great product, sturdy, great support from the company as well. Very quick to respond and very supportive, as support should be, right? So that is the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, and also in the carousel is the Osmo Mobile 4, which has a few more benefits, like this part right here that I was talking about. This is actually magnetic right here, and you can actually just pull this right off and put it back on. And we get a few other benefits as well, which I'm not familiar with, so I don't want to pretend, but it's in the carousel. But you won't do wrong with the DJI Osmo 3. Great product. Did I mention it's a great product? Yeah. And then when you're done, you just press and hold the power down, right? Turn this around. Oops. Oh, I got it. Where am I going here? There we go. And you just pop that sucker out. No problem. Right? You got your stand there. And then it goes right back. The only thing about this case is it doesn't have room for this. It comes in separately. But I have this stuff here. Turn that phone off. Right? You probably could. I don't know. No. Wasn't made for that. Then I just put my phone in there. And then I have my pocket there as well. So I got some extra cables here, right? And just slide them in the side. Come on. Big fingers. And you're all set. You've got everything you need right there. Take that with you and go for a walk. Get some great video footage. It'll be nice and stable. Self-portrait, self-video. It's all right there. That is the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Right on. Cool. That's what that is. I need more room. Well, if you're just joining, thanks for being here and welcome to the broadcast here today on Amazon Live. I'm your host, David Burrows, an official Amazon influencer here for you today, and talking about some great deals in the product cam, or the product carousel, I should say. And the product cam is over here, and this is where we're going to be showing you some more great products, like we just finished up with the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Now, I want to get into some microphones. Microphones are a big part of doing a broadcast, that's for sure, or podcast, or vodcast, or vlog, video work. There we go. You read that up there? You're supposed to unmute. And if you're just joining, please support the channel. Just hover over and click the follow button there, and you'll help the channel grow, which helps support me and keeps me coming back here, right? We all got to get paid somehow. You can help by clicking the follow button to let more people know about Deals with David. And of course, when you purchase the products here, I get a little commission from Amazon for doing that. So you support there. So even if you're not live, you can go to dealswithdavid.live and it'll bring you over here to my Amazon page. And then you can shop from there, and whatever you buy will help me out. So whenever you do your Amazon shopping, please just come on over here to dealswithdavid.live, and you'll see some extra special deals as well. Sometimes we'll have some coupons on the product pages as well. So just a little extra bonus just for being a follower here on Deals with David. All right. Microphones. You could talk about a lot of microphones. There are thousands of microphones to choose from. Which one do I start with, David? I'm new to this thing, right? If you're new to this thing, then you'll be happy to know it's not as complicated as you might think. Now you can get into mixers, plugging microphones into a mixer, which controls it, and we're going to get into that in just a little bit. But if you want something simple, but with production quality sound, the makers at Blue, who make the Yeti microphone, the Snowball Yeti, and now the Yeti X. We're going to get to that one in just a moment. But a good starting point, depending on your budget today, right? Really does get into, well, it can get expensive, I'm not going to lie. So you definitely try to keep the price down and still want that good quality at the same time. Speaking of good quality, I got to have some water here. Okay, I'll be better now for at least 15 minutes. So let's get this under the product cam for you so you can get a better bird's eye view of what I'm talking about. Get the Osmo out of the way there. A little better. Well, let's give you the view like this first. Here it is. The Blue Yeti microphone, right? Comes with a stand, nice solid. This is another solid product, a great company. I love talking about them because they're such good quality. Great support, technical support, customer service. That's always important, right? I have seen great products, but then when something does go wrong, and it does usually eventually, and then you can't reach them, it's like, wow, this product sucks now, right? So I can definitely attest to great product support from Blue. There it is, right? So nice base stand. Solid. It's actually got a rubber mats on the bottom, so it kind of grips a little to your surface, so it's not sliding around on you, and helps absorb some of the sound. Sometimes you'll have something like this on the desk, pardon me, and you know, if you're tapping on the desk or whatever, it kind of gets rid of some of that, not all. All right. and it looks cool. Now, you can get these in black, you can get them in silver, they come in blue, right? I'm just a fan of black. There we go. So under the product cam, and in the carousel, it's $129.99, which I honestly, sometimes I go, I don't even know how they make those products so good at such great prices. Kind of like DJI in there. Stabilizer. I'll get over there. Is that better? Just want to give you the best view. There we go. That works pretty good, eh? So you got your knobs here to control your tilts and however you want it. Sometimes you want it straight up, or you might want it tilted a little bit, right? And I'll explain different tilt and straight up a little bit later. But straightforward, here's your mute button. It's actually an LED in there, a red LED. When it's you press it, when it's flashing, it's muted. Press it again, you'll be unmuted. What's nice about that, some microphones don't have that built into it. So if you use it as a microphone like the Shure 58 that I have over here, which is a great microphone for plugging into a mixer, but I have to mute it on the mixer, right? It's nice to be able to, when you have something like this in front of you, especially if you're doing this for a podcast, like an audio podcast, or a vlog, like a video like this, and sometimes you want to mute, you just have it right on the microphone, you push that and you're good to go, right? Volume button. Why would I have the volume button on the microphone? It's not for the microphone volume. That's gain volume. We'll get into that. But on the bottom here, you'll see. So it's USB, plug and play. So you've got the mini USB here, and then your standard 2.0, 3.0 USB on the other end. And you just plug that into your computer or whatever device you're using. You can use it on an iPad if you have the camera adapter, camera to lightning adapter. You can plug a USB into that and it will work on an iPad. I've done that. But here's, plug your headphones right into the bottom of that. So instead of having to plug it in the computer down there or over there or wherever, you plug that right into the bottom of your microphone, which is typically right in front of you. So you don't need lengthy cords or adapters, right? So well thought out there. Okay, let's take a look at the back now. And this is the back. The other side is the front. There's a difference, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Try to tighten that up so it doesn't fall down. Okay. The other great thing about the Blue Yeti, built-in gain control. Now, if you don't know what gain control, some people say, well, it's a volume control. No, it's not a volume control. It's what I call pressure control, or oomph control, if you will. Although when you turn this up, it does bring the volume up, but it's not a volume control in the sense of I want more loudness. If you think of gain as like water pressure in a garden hose, for example. So you have a garden hose with a hole this big and water's coming through, right? Now if you open the tap, more comes out, more volume. See what I'm saying? But if you want it to come out harder and faster, you need more pressure. So if you put more pressure behind it, right? That's what the gain does. It will pick up more in the room. If you just want to pick up less than just right in front of you, you turn the gain down. If you want to pick up more in the room, then you can turn it up louder, okay? And there's loud and distorted, and there's loud and clear. Gain helps bring you louder without distorting anything, like where things start to crackle and sound, why is that so loud? You kids, turn that down, right? That kind of thing. So you can avoid that with the gain control. Now, you see this knob here giving you 4 different wave patterns, or microphone patterns, I should say, right? Let's talk about that here. Cardioid, omnibidirectional, and stereo pickup patterns, okay? There's 4 different patterns. So let's talk about that. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on your purpose. Now, here's the front of the microphone, as I talked about, right? So here, one pattern would be, it's just going to pick up my voice right in front, right? Sometimes that's why you want to tilt it, because if you have it like straight up and down, I know it looks cool, but the microphone is right here. So maybe just tilt it just a little bit so that the microphone's pointed towards your mouth. And that's a pretty good distance. It'll pick you up, okay? So one setting is to have just that microphone. Another setting is to have this side and the other side of the microphone over here, right? Okay. Why would you do that? Well, maybe you're sitting at a table and you're interviewing, and this is where you might have it straight up and down, and it picks up my voice, and over there I'm interviewing you, it picks up your voice, right? Another one is to have just this side and not my side on. Why would you do that? You could just turn the mic around, but maybe you've got something on that side that you want to pick up, and you're over on this side, maybe with a mixing board or whatever, and you're controlling things, right? And then the final fourth pattern picks up all the way around, right? So you could set that if you were sitting at, say, a board table and you were recording that on your iPhone or iPad or what have you, you would set this in the middle of the conversation and everybody around will get picked up by this. Or maybe you're recording a band, right? Lots of different reasons, but 4 different patterns for 4 different types of uses. And the sound quality on the Blue Yeti is fantastic quality. And at $129.99, you're getting professional quality sound, good budget price, solid product. Blue is one of the largest companies on the market making microphones specifically for podcasters, vodcasters, vloggers, video editing, all that sort of stuff. And you can't go wrong for the price at $129.99. You won't find a better deal. At least not that I know of. Let's get that so you can see it better. Just like that, right? Under the product cam. If we go over here, you see all the different uses. This is nice as well. Yes, I don't have it. Yeah, right here where I got my product cam right here. This has an adapter on it that I could actually in on the bottom here. So that is the standard 1/4 inch size for like microphone stands, right? You can actually get an adapter, put it on the boom arm like I have here, which I use over there for my other talk show. No latency headphone monitoring. Well, what that means is sometimes when you plug your headphones into something like this and you talk, there's just a slight bit of delay. Just a slight bit of delay. You don't get any of that here with the Blue Yeti microphone. All your different controls. Okay. Let's give you a demonstration of this video that Yeti's put out. See all the different uses. It's really convenient. You can put it on a boom mic. Great for YouTubers, Twitch streamers, broadcasters, rappers. I'm not rapping here today. It really is a premium USB microphone. All right, I think you get the idea there. Let's see, there's
what's going on?
Hi, this is Hillary from Blue, and let's check out Yeti. Yeti is a multi-pattern USB microphone. As a plug-and-play USB microphone, it connects directly to the USB port on your laptop or desktop computer, and without having to download any other software, will work with your favorite recording program, whether you're recording to GarageBand or Audacity, podcasting, dictation, or even Skype. Yeti features 3 condenser capsules. A condenser capsule delivers that rich, detailed audio you typically find in studio recordings. As a multi-pattern microphone, Yeti offers 4 polar pattern options, or directions in which the mic will pick up sound. Yeti will record in cardioid, which is directionally to the front, great for instruments or single-person podcasts. Yeti will also record in omnidirectional, which is 360 degrees around the mic. This is great for band practice, a chorus, or multi-person podcast. Yeti will also record in stereo, which is right and left. This is great for instrument recording to get your right and left separation, or for voice and vocals, it gives you an open, natural room sound. And last, Yeti will record in figure of 8 or bidirectional, which just means front and back. This is great for duets or interviews. Yeti features some studio controls directly on the mic. On the back, above your polar pattern selection, you have analog gain control, which allows you to adjust the sensitivity of the microphone. You can also plug headphones directly into Yeti for zero latency direct monitoring, which is great for multi-tracking or just being able to hear exactly what you're recording without any echo or delay. Yeti features headphone volume on the front, as well as a mute button in case you have to sneeze in the middle of a podcast. Yeti comes with this desktop stand, but also has a standard thread for connecting to a traditional mic stand, or the Radius, which is Yeti's custom shock mount sold separately. For more information, visit bluemic.com.
There you go. Bring my music back, please. So, a great product put out by Yeti. Really enjoy this product. Sturdy product. The Blue Yeti microphone. Now, why does that keep doing that? Bring my music back. Oh, next one. Okay, you're lucky. Now, if you look over into the carousel as we're switching over now, you'll see the Blue Yeti X Professional. And this is just a newer version of the Blue Yeti. Of course, they keep making how do they keep making these things better? I don't know. This has some LED lighting built into it. It's got some higher features, 4 capsules inside instead of 1 capsule. Right? It's a little smaller, a little sleeker looking. You can actually, the LEDs on the outside there, and it lets you have some built-in effects like compressors, limiters, that sort of thing. So just a little more advanced at $169.99 instead of $100. So for $40 more, you're getting a newer model with a little more advanced features and a little more, modern technology, I guess, inside. Let's see what they talk about here.
Hello and welcome. I'm Ben from Visualline, a creative company that specializes in video production. Over on YouTube, we do tech reviews for gear that we think will take your creativity to the next level. It's for that reason that today we talk about this, the Yeti X from Blue Microphones. Now, I can't do anything with it here, so let's go to the edit suite. Here we are. The Blue Yeti X is one of the most popular USB microphones on the market. It's quickly become commonplace amongst YouTubers, podcasters, pro gamers, and Twitch streamers. If you fall into any of these categories and are looking to step up your audio game, stick around to find out why the Yeti X might be right for you.
So here's what's going to happen. I'll unbox it, show you how to set up and use the microphone correctly.
Whoops.
Then we'll take a look at design, its key features, and lastly, the Logitech companion software. Everything you need to get the best audio out of the Yeti X, and at the end, I'll let you know my verdict.
We're also going to be recording
Here's the, I just want to get to, whoops.
more control over that specific effect. Now, if all of this seems a little bit daunting to you, fear not, because Blue is looking out for you. Over here, you'll find the Blue voice presets, and you'll see anything from broadcaster to FM station to general feelings of voice, such as crisp and modern or warm and vintage. If you click on any of these effects, it will automatically apply all of the settings you need to get that sort of sound, and you can even go in and fine tune it afterwards just to get the exact sort of sound you want. So as you know, we have currently been recording this entire review on the Yeti X microphone, but let's talk about the settings that we use. We built a custom preset for this video based off of one of the defaults, and once you've played around with your preset and got it sounding how you like, you can then save and name it as a custom preset.
So getting the picture there.
Blue
Whoop.
Voice.
Just a little more customizable as far as settings go. And just more modern, more advanced, but still great sounding quality. And if that's not in your budget and you drop down to the Blue Yeti Original, still a great quality product, just not quite as feature rich. But if you're just looking to get started, and honestly, I've been using this for a couple of years now. I haven't upgraded myself, and I'm very, very happy with the quality that Blue puts out in all of their microphones. You'll see there as well, there is the Blue Compass Premium arm, which is designed as real sturdy, strong boom arm that you can attach the Yeti products to as well. And also comes with a pop filter. Let's see if let me pull that up. There we go. And I mean, you can buy little, I've got a boom arm here, but this is just for, bring that out, see that, but just a camera like this, you know, the Blue Yeti is, you could use something like this, but just not quite as reliable as the premium Blue Compass Premium YouTube style broadcast boom arm. It's really strong, comes with a pop filter, and this kit comes with an XLR cord, which I'm not sure why, because you don't need XLR with the Blue Yeti, but you've got an XLR cable in there, right? So that's worth about 20 bucks right there. So Blue Compass Premium Tube Style for the Blue Yetis. Now, David, it's still not quite in my budget. Well, Blue thought of you folks as well. And here you have the Blue Snowball. My son has it. He uses it. And he's a YouTuber, streams on Twitch, etc. And looks like a snowball. Just a little more downgraded. It's I will say that the quality is still good. I still like the Blue Yeti better for sound quality. But if all you're doing is vocals and you're just talking into Twitch streaming, you know, you're probably okay. And you know, like, it's not as sturdy. It's hard, that hard plastic. It's not all metal like the Blue Yeti is, or even the Yeti X. You know, different stand. Obviously, not a metal strong stand. It's just a little tiny tripod in there. I'm not saying it's cheap by any means, but it's less than the standard Blue Yeti, right? But for budget, $69.99 will still work really well for you. If you're just getting started or you just need something to get started, I'm anxious and excited to be a live streamer, a podcaster, and you can definitely make this work with the Blue Snowball. Hello everybody and welcome. If you're just joining, I'd like to say hello to you, and I hope you'll say hello to me. Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat, and let me know what it is you're looking for. If you've got questions about any of the products that I'm talking about here today. I'm your Amazon influencer. I want to help you out. I want to help you have the best Amazon experience while you're here visiting us on Amazon. Millions of products to choose from. I'm only talking about a few here today. There's about 32 products in the carousel. I won't be talking about all of them today. I'll be here till about 12:30. And while you're here, if you would just hover over, click that follow button, give it a smash. There you go. Follow Deals with David. So you get notified when I go live and I talk about other products. What other products do I talk about here? Well, coming up in a moment, we're going to be talking about the Behringer Eurosport. Oh, I need to go there. Which we'll just switch over to that right now. And let's see if Behringer's talking about. There we go. We're on the Behringer page as well. That's fantastic. So give that follow button a click. Appreciate it. It's a great way and a free way for you to support me here. How does it support me? It lets more people know that I'm here, and the more people that get eyes on this, the more they'll see the products. And then when you purchase a product through me here, Amazon says thank you and gives me a little commission for being here and talking to you and giving you the quality education about the products here. I have all these products here. I use them all. Nobody's paid me. DJI hasn't said, here, we'll give you this and please talk about it. And if that ever happens down the road, I'll be fully transparent and tell you, but I'll still give an honest review as well. All right. So thanks for being here. Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. Oh, who's doing that? Hey Dave, how was shipping to Canada with the DJI Mobile 3? Been watching for over an hour. I had no problems, right? So if you're watching from Canada, it's a little tricky here. What you need to do is go to my shop page for Canadians. So if you go to dealswithdavid.shop, and then it'll bring you to a page and click on Canada, and then it'll take you back to Amazon on the Canadian page, right? And then you can just search for DJI Osmo 3. Now it depends if you have Amazon Prime or not. If you don't have Amazon Prime and you just want to order, then you can do it right from the American page there. Sometimes it's a little better to order from the American page. Are you on Amazon.com or .ca, Steve? Been watching for an hour. Well, thanks. I'm glad I could keep you here for that length of time. I hope you've clicked the follow button and you'll be able to come back and see more. Where are you watching from, Steve? I'm always curious to know how far we're reaching out. I need a bigger table. If you could see everything around me here, I've got lots of cool stuff. The next cool thing I'm going to be talking about is this Behringer PA system. And I got to tell you, before I was a live streamer, and I've been live streaming for 11 years now, I was a disc jockey. I was a karaoke host and a disc jockey for weddings, etc. And I've got some Yamaha 15s, or big 15-inch speakers. They're heavy. Great product, Yamaha. And the sound was fantastic. I've had those for over 20 years, and they don't owe me a darn thing. So when I first looked at this, and I've been using Behringer products for probably 15 years, and they just make a good product. I've used their mixers, which we'll talk about coming up as well. You have Prime with .ca, great. Yeah, if instead of just switching over to the Canadian site, just because it helps me out, if you go to dealswithdavid.shop, click on Canada, and then go to my Amazon page from there, that's where it'll take you, and then order it from there, then I'll still get the support, and I appreciate that. If you just switch over to the American, it doesn't do that, so. Oh, you're here in Sarnia. Hey, support local, right on. I appreciate you saying that, you know, because some people don't always feel that. They're like, well, it's Amazon, you know. But when you purchase through me, you are supporting local here in Sarnia. So I appreciate that. And, you know, really local anywhere in the world. All the Amazon influencers that are here on Amazon are independents. We don't actually work for Amazon, but we did have to go through a process of being approved by Amazon to be here on their Amazon Live. So Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So cool. So cool. I don't, and Steve, it doesn't tell me your full name, so I don't know if I know you, but I hope if we're on Facebook together, please send me a message. I'd like to give you some more information that I'm not allowed to give here, so fantastic. All right, let's talk about the Behringer EPS 500 MP3 player, MPA system, whatever. There's the size of it. So there's the top of my head and down to there, right? So it's heavy, don't get me wrong. And it'll go on a stand. It's not as heavy as those Yamaha 115s, let me tell you. On the back here, I'm not gonna open it all the way up, but you can see I got all my cables, everything right in there. Oh, here. That's what I got the product cam for, right? That's what I got the product cam for. There you can see I got all my cables. Now this doesn't all come with, it does come with speaker cables. These are not the ones, these are a little bit longer. But it does come with good length. I think it's like, I want to say 12 feet, 1/4 inch cables, right? These are probably 50 feet. And then the power comes with it. And then I've just got an RCA. I used it for karaoke. So I plug my laptop in with that, right? The TRS into phono. So everything just fits right in there. I've got it packed in there pretty good, but everything I need. And then it's just a simple this. And you're good to go, right? Now comes the brains. Look at that. Everything you need right there to get your party going. And karaoke, DJ, or if you just a PA system. And I'm going to show you some wireless microphones coming up. You'll see it next in the carousel here as well. But let's get into the nitty gritty. Oh, of course I put that bass backwards. Let's turn it around. And some more water. Right on. Let's get the product cam up here just a little bit so you can get a better view. That's probably better. So, you see, pretty standard power plug on-off switch. Here's your input for your speaker cables. The nice thing about this, you can actually leave this in the product. Like if you were just using it like a PA or whatever, you don't have to pull this all out. You can just leave it in the back, plug in your microphones, and then walk away, right? But it does come out. See that? And there is the brains right there. The Behringer makes great products. Now, when I say great products, you're getting a quality product. Are you getting top of the line? No. Behringer makes them so that they're affordable, but when things finally die, you just go buy a new one. But I can tell you, I've had different Behringer mixers that have lasted me, I get 10 years out of it, and that's using it 6 days a week for 10 years. That's a lot of use. You might not be using it that much. Good quality product, great support from Behringer as well. They really stand behind all of their products. Never had any, when I've had an issue, and over 20 years, you're gonna have some issues, they were very, very supportive. So really happy with that. That makes a world of difference, right? Here's where you would plug in your main speakers. So it's 1/4 inch inputs, right? It's got your phantom power. So, when we talk about those special microphones that need that extra 48 volts, it's got that built right into it, okay? And here's your monitors. So if you have another speaker and it doesn't have to be powered and you want to, like musicians, for example, they'll have the speakers for you to be able to hear them, and then they'll have like a monitor in front of them so that they can hear themselves and they can get an idea of the mix that's going out, right? So you can plug that in there. So already that's just pro features, right? And here's individual volume for the monitor. Okay, and yes, you got some reverb in there. I always thought it's so funny when I did karaoke, somebody would come up and sing and they'd say, "Can you give me lots of echo? Give me lots of echo." For some reason, they thought the echo made them sound better. I'm here to tell you it really didn't. Echo made you sound worse. But anyway, it does have echo in there, so if you want to have some fun with karaoke, and a lot of people thought that Elvis used a lot of echo and reverb, and not the story. But anyway, that's another show. So you got 4 lines here for XLR microphones. Now, if you don't know what I mean when I say XLR, that's the 3-prong, and I've got, I do have here. I do have it here. This is a Behringer microphone that believe it came with. I'm trying to remember. Or did that come with something else? I don't think it comes with this. I got that something else. I can't remember. Something else Behringer. Or I might have just got it. I think I just got it. But this is a Behringer microphone. Good quality microphone. I prefer the Shure SM58, which is more of a studio quality. But this will work for your parties. And making just little announcements, right? But that's what an XLR is. 3 prongs, right? So there you go. Just plugs right in there. Now, one thing I like about mixers that are made properly and made well, in my opinion, you see how deep that goes in? Just watch how far. Like, it really goes in deep. I've had mixers, I've cheaped out. I've got one over there, it's a little cheapy. And it just kind of goes down a little bit and it just sits there and it's just loose and everything. Put that in the Behringer, that's just solid. It's not going anywhere. So that's just a sign of a good quality product. So you can do that with 4 channels, right? Let me get rid of my microphone here. I don't have as much room here as you might think. Okay. You can also you have line in here, so 1/4 inch. So you could plug a 1/4 inch microphone, you know, like it looks like the big headphone jack microphone. I recommend XLR. You just get a better sound, better impedance, if you will, out of it. This would be for line in for like a guitar, or if you maybe have a keyboard that you want to plug in and you want to play. Any instrument that requires plug-in, you got that as well. Now, keep in mind that if you plug in the XLR and the 1/4 inch, they will both work, but when you turn the volume up, you turn the volume up on both. So I don't recommend doing that, actually. But that's why you've got 4 channels. You could have 2 people playing an instrument, right? So you, and they're both singing, so plug your XLRs in here, got 2 people singing, and then plug your guitar and your keyboard in here, or 2 guitars, whatever the case may be, and you've got that covered. Great for little portable setups, you know, independent musician, when they can get back out and play, for sure, right? And then you've got a toggle switch here to tell it, is this being used as a microphone or as a line input? And that's why I don't recommend plugging both into one. If you were stuck, you could, but they have different, you know, microphone and an instruments will have different impedance running through that, okay? You've got your treble and your bass, your basics, right here. And that works across all 4 lines. And then down to these lines as well. So we've gotten through here. These lines will let you put reverb, that echo, right? And it's just one setting. It's just a standard echo, right? One sec here. Oh, there we go. More auxiliary in, so if you wanted to plug in an external source as well with 1/4 inch, you could do that, which isn't very common. That would be like if you wanted to have like, I think like a guitar pedal or something, you could have a send pedal in there. But you've got an RCA input like I showed you, the RCA. So that would like plug into my laptop with the mini jack, and then I plug that into there. And that's how the music would come from the laptop into the sound system or the PA system. And you've got another one here. Now the difference between these two is not much other than you could have your 1/4 inch in here, but you still have your treble and your bass control, which is great. And then you've got that here as well. But this is also your MP3 playback. Oh, what's the MP3 playback? And you control between this line or the MP3 player. The MP3 player is over here. Now it's not as common as it used to be. Sometimes, you know, if you just want to, if you don't have Spotify on your phone or whatever, but you got a USB stick and you can load in a whole bunch of MP3 songs, then you could plug that into there, and it will play the MP3s off your USB stick through the sound system. Pretty slick. And then this, when you push this button in, then this becomes your volume control, your treble and your bass for the MP3 playback on USB. So if you want something just real simple, just hey, Give me that USB stick, throw some MP3s on, away you go, right? Most people nowadays, you can plug your phone into this as well. So if you have the mini adapter, the RCA adapter, sorry, that comes from the mini. If you have an iPhone 6 or below for playing music, that will work. If you're an iPhone 7 or above that's got the new input, then you need one of these adapters as well. This is for the iPhone, right? So that just plugs into the bottom, and then you plug your 3.5mm cord into that, and then you would be able to play your music from your phone, right? So it's cool. Some people even just grab like YouTube playlists, right? 80s playlist, 90s playlist. I'm an 80s guy. So that is really powerful with all those features built right in. And then with the MP3 playback, you can press this button and it's random. You just press it once and then it just randomly goes through and picks whatever song it feels like. You can pause it right here. You can go to the next one or the one back. So you've got some control in there. Now, what's really nice, if you ever notice like DJs when they're talking, the music's playing and then they go to talk, the music comes down, right? So they're talking over, but you still hear the music in the background. Or radio DJs have that when they're talking. It's called auto ducting. And what that does is, when somebody starts talking, it automatically takes the music and drops it down to a level so that they can hear you but still got the music. It's just a good effect, right? You have that here with speech or music. You can turn the voice over on or off. So if I'm DJing and the music's playing and I got to make an announcement that the bar's closing or whatever, and I don't have to stop the music or anything or turn the volume down. I just start talking, music comes down, get the announcement out, stop talking, music comes right back up. It's really slick, really slick. This whole unit is a really slick product, and for $449, it works so well, and just a lot of features. It only weighs just under 42 pounds, the whole thing, right? Now, you know, you still got to lift those up, but my wife Jennifer used to do the karaoke, and she's not afraid of lifting, but because they were so big, and she'd lift and try to get them up there. But now she's like, oh yeah, I just picked those up, set them up on the stand, way to go, and it really fills a room. I was so impressed with the sound. I thought for $449, how terrible could it be? I'd find a use for it, but I feel very confident. I don't really DJ much anymore, but I did still do some karaoke and stuff, and these work fantastic for it. Amazon customers started following. So I don't know who, it doesn't tell me, you must not be logged in, but thank you so much for that. And then we've got Declan Devereaux following as well. Hello, Declan. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm always curious, if you don't mind saying hello in the chat and telling me where you're watching from and how did you discover my broadcast. Because I'm broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube and here on Amazon Live. So if you're watching somewhere other than on Amazon Live, there's a link in the description, dealswithdavid.live. You click on that and it'll bring you right here onto the Amazon Live section, and you'll be able to see and click on all the deals that I'm talking about here. Right now we're talking about the Behringer Eurosport EPS 500. 8-channel PA system with dual speakers, detachable 500-watt powered mixer. Like I said, you could leave this right in there. If you're just using it as a PA, plugging a mic in, set it, forget it, you're good to go there. I want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. You can really see this side. Now you see how that one speaker on the left is tilted? It's actually, if you can see right here, yeah, so you see how this is angled off. That's so you can lean it on its side and use it like as a monitor. If you want to just have one going out and another one leaning towards, that works too. I'm so impressed, and it's easily detachable, goes right back in, just locks into place there. Yeah. Now, microphone. You need a microphone for this. Well, of course, you can plug your XLR microphones into that. But Behringer also makes these really slick microphones. And I just happen to have a set right here. These dual Behringer PA system microphones, the ULM 202 USB microphone. Of course, there's your manual. Technology has changed so much. There's the receiver. Look at that. That's the receiver for all of this. They built this right now. You can plug this into any USB input, like if you had the adapter on for an iPad, the camera lightning adapter they call it. I don't know why they call it camera lightning adapter, but anyway, you could plug this in and turn these on. You could use this on an iPad. But look at right here. Just plug that in, and then this takes your 2 AA batteries, which I believe are dead in here. Should take them out. Yep. Last broadcast, I brought these out and talked about it. I said, oh, I've got to remember to take those out. And I didn't. But 2 AA batteries, so you can see. One thing at a time, David. There we go. And it's in there nice and solid. I find some products, you know, they just kind of put it together. It's loose. It holds the batteries in there nice and snug. And then for extra protection there, right? And you just screw that on. Now, one thing my father taught me, never screw it too tight. Sometimes people take things that they want to screw together and they get there and then they want to go, it's like, just to make sure that sucker's not coming. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. Listen, there's already like 1, 2, 3, 4 threads, and it's quality built. You just finger tight. Just as soon as it gets there to the end and it stops, there, that's all you need to do. These are your buttons for powering on. You can control the volume of the microphone, which is really nice because while you can still control the volume here, this works off of, when you plug this in, it uses line 1 for the control. So you still have your treble and your bass on here, and you still have your volume control, and you can put the reverb on as well. You can also turn the volume up or down here on the microphone, right? And again, with AA batteries, you know, you get a few hours out of continuous use, right? And you get 2 of them. It's really a slick product. Plug into there, you're all set to go. Looks like these batteries are dead too. So I should take those out too, right? Get rid of them, David. But again, just a really slick product. Now, I will say this, the only thing that is a bit of a negative about these microphones is that they're left channel and right channel. One's left channel, one's right channel. What that means is, when I talk into this microphone, it doesn't come out both speakers. It only, one comes out one speaker, one comes out the other. And if you're using it for podcasting, if you got 2 different people, that's okay. Sometimes you like to record separate tracks so you can put it together later, but you're gonna get one coming out this side, one coming out the other. That's the only thing I wish they would change about these. But for the price at $99.99, solid product, made by Behringer, works with this Eurosport, and they have other mixers as well that would work with that as well, or any USB input that takes a sound input. You just plug that in, put the batteries in, turn it on, away you go. And good range as well. So let's see if it talks about range in here. 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah, 120 meters. 120 meters, 400 feet. My drone flies that high. Now that being said, 120 meters, line of sight. There's no trees and buildings in the way. But if you're in a standard sized room DJing or karaokeing, you'll be able to walk through the whole room with these right here. This is really great for the announcer. I'll tell you, as the karaoke guy for years, I never gave a cordless microphone to the singers. Why? Because they would wander off and they'd be out in the parking lot and they'd take off, and you don't want them dropping this. In karaoke, I'd have little cheaper microphones, and so if they swung them around or dropped them, I didn't really care, right? I cared, but not as much. But these are still a great quality product. All right, so there you go. You got the Behringer Eurosport, and then you've got the Behringer microphone, PA system microphones together. Great product for DJing and karaoke, etc. All right, and of course the manual that tells you everything that I just told you. I still read the manuals because I tend to forget things. Nice carry case as well. All right. Whoop. All right. Well, if you're just joining, hello and welcome. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is Deals with David. And if you're watching from somewhere else on YouTube or Facebook, there's a link in the description, dealswithdavid.live. Click on that and bring you over here, and then you'll be able to see all the deals that I'm talking about. We were just talking about some Behringer products, and now I'm going to get rid of that one. Still not bad even for this old guy. All right, need some more water. Keep me going here. Ah, lovely. Get back in the loop here. Get my next product ready. Yeah, it's a 302. Very good. Boy, they got us everywhere today. That's fantastic. All right. Well, if you're wanting some mobility, if you're doing like mobile podcasts, or if you're like me, where you do mobile vlogs or mobile live streams, then you're probably going to get into some, I mean, you can go live using the microphone on your phone, but if you're getting a little fancier and you want some more control, you're going to need a mixer, all right? And there's small condensed mixers. We're going to talk about a couple here. I'm going to continue on with Behringer, and then I'm also going to talk about Amoon, who makes great products just like Behringer, equally comparable, but they all have their different features and benefits, right? So what you're seeing on your screen right now is the Behringer, let's bring that, not too loud. The Behringer, I call it the Xenix 502. This is a 5-channel. Now this is great for, this is for vlogging. Like you wouldn't, this isn't powered like the Behringer mixer that I just showed you, where it's got powered, so you need, it's got the amp in it, everything. This is designed to just go straight with no powered lines. So you would plug this into like the iPad that I'm using here, for example. Now I'm using something called the Maker Heart just because I have multiple mixers. This particular mixer is not available anymore, but it's all 3.5 millimeter inputs. You know, I got my headphones in my ears, I got my lav mic and the sound card. It does everything I need. But I just leave it there. It stays there all the time. This is for mobile use. It could be, now when I say that, you could be using this at home on your computer. You can plug this right into your computer via USB or the output jacks, which I'll show in a minute. So, you know, if you're using something like a Shure 58 microphone with XLR cable, or the Behringer microphone with the XLR cable, it just gives you more control, which we'll get into in a moment. But this one here, you see you've got your, well, let's go over to it. You got your XLR input or a line input, and then you've got your other lines here for different instruments. You do have your EQ, your high-low volume, and your outputs here as well. Now this is really cool because it does come with a pop filter. So I do have one around somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in the other room. And I'm all wired up, so I'm not going anywhere. But the pop filter goes over in front of the microphone. So Peter Piper pecked a pickle peckers Peter Piper picked, right? You know, and you get that popping sound. This will help with that. And then it comes with your XLR cable as well, which is great. And then you've got your adapter cables and of course the mount for your microphone in there as well. Now, the only difference about this one and the next one that I'm going to talk about, this is a Zenix 502. I'm going to talk about the 302, which to me I think is a little better, but depending on you. But you see on the back there, it's using AC power in. So it's AC power only, whereas the 302 I'm going to talk about in a minute will run off USB and battery power, which is nice. Okay, there's the pop filter I was talking about. And your cables. So it really will get you started up and going for a podcast or a mobile live stream. Oh, I didn't switch over to that. There we go. Now, $79.99, you're getting all of that. You're getting a microphone with it, your pop filter, your cable that you need. Everything you need will get you started and plugged into your computer. Oh, there's another XLR cable, but it's, oh no, it's a 1/4 inch to XLR. So the only thing you're missing here really is your output to your computer. So this would be your output, like the RCA jack that I showed you there, and then out of there and into the computer. If you wanted to record on your computer. Just a great starter's kit for $79.99. You can't go wrong there. Okay. Very cool. Okay, now we'll switch over to the Zenix 302. I'm going to get the product cam back up here for you as well. Let's just get this up for you. I don't know why that's still on. So there, and there, right? That's better. There, give you a nice view there now. Now, I use this, I have it here at home, plugged into another computer that I use I have 3 stations. I got this station, I got one off to the side here that's a stand-up desk that I use for when I'm recording audiobooks, and then I've got another set over there. So I got 3 studios in one going on here. I'm a busy guy, what can I say? But this also works great for mobile live streaming. And I have another one that I use, the Amoon, that and again, I just have these because I'm like, this would work great, but I just leave it at home here. And then I've got the Amoon that I take on the road. But I used to use this one all the time on mobile broadcasts. So local hockey games, I would be set up there, you know, like a broadcaster, and have the cameras going. And this would be my mixer to have the microphone going in. Now I didn't use the XLR, but it does have an XLR input or a 1/4 inch built right into line 1 here. You've got your gain control that we talked about earlier, you know, a little more pressure and power to push out. Of course, your volume control, and you've still got your treble and your bass here. Just a different design, slide up and down. And then this third one here, this is your pan left and right. You see that there. Pan left and right. So left channel or right channel is where the sound's all going to come out. Typically you want that balanced. And then you've got your standard inputs. You got 2 different inputs here, line input, a regular input, and then you can send it to the main or the headphones only. And then this is your output here. So this would come out of there into, say, the Behringer Eurosport that I just talked about. The other thing you can do is you can send sound out. You can plug this right in your computer from the USB port, right? So the cable that comes with USB there plugs into your USB port in your computer. You've now got a mixer built in your computer. It's just plug and play. Your computer should recognize it, and away you go. And it's also powering it at the same time. It's really slick. Now, what I liked about this, that one of the main reasons that I got it was sometimes I just need an XLR mic and I put it on a stand to record some sound in the room. And then other times I wanted to plug in my headsets. You know, you'd have the broadcasters. There would always be me and a friend of mine joining me to talk about the game. And we'd have the headsets on with the boom mics, which we'll talk about those coming up shortly as well. And I had the 3.5mm inputs right there. Let's bring that closer so you can see it, right? So there's the 3.5mm for the headset and for the microphone side. And then the headphone as well. I'll give you a demonstration of that. These are the Banggood headsets. These are just like $20 headsets, but they really work well. You can see right there. So there's the record. All right, and you're all set. Now, important thing to note, this works off of line 1, same as this. You can't have both plugged in. If you have both plugged in, the XLR mic takes over, and then these won't work. So there is that limitation. But what I did was I got adapters, like the splitters, and I plugged one into here and one into here, and then I could plug 2 headsets into one, and because we want to be able to hear each other when we're talking, right? And that worked great for that. And what I would do is I would take the USB cable and I would plug in a PowerAd battery source, and that ran everything for me. So it was great. Mobile. There's your control for your mains, and then of course individual for your headphone volume as well. Great product, also at $78.99. So you're not getting everything in there, but you're just getting different features, right? So still a great product and quality, solid Behringer, right? Strong aluminum, right? Built well. Again, the XLR cables go in deep into the mixer, so it's solid in there. Love this product. Wouldn't have it, wouldn't be without it for my system over here as well. So there you go. So that's the Behringer 302. Now, oh, you stay right there. Now we're going to talk about my ultimate favorite, which is also $79.99. The difference here is this is a 2-channel. So honestly, for $79.99, the Behringer is a great product. If you're only going to be like, I'm only going to use one, and that's fine. Great. Now, here's some subtle, I'll bring that back actually. Here's some subtle differences. Let's compare, shall we? They both have their advantages for sure. Wait a minute. Both have their advantages for sure. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. 1 channel XLRs, 2 channels for XLRs or 1/4 inch. This has just the output, whereas this has the output and other inputs. So if I wanted to run in, you know, like music from a phone or something, I can do that on here. To do that on here, I'd have to be running on the USB. There isn't an input really on here, okay? You could run it from, so if you plug your XLR microphone in here, and you see it's got the headset in, or microphone in and headset in here as well. You could run a microphone in here and then you could run your music into there, but it's not really built for that. So if you need to be able to have an input, this is your animal. If you need 2 XLR microphones, so sometimes when I live stream funerals, that's the world we live in. Sometimes I might need a microphone to talk, or in the church is a really good example, especially a Catholic church. You'll have a father up at the front, and you know, he stands in the middle and talks, and then sometimes he goes over here to the podium and talks, so I need to have 2 XLR mics. That's why I have this for my mobile. Okay. Great product. And then if I need to do the headset thing, I've got that as well. I'm not typically running music at the funeral or at a hockey game, right? But if I was, I'd use this one. Both fantastic products. Both have their advantages. The Amoon here as well is $79.99. It's got its gain control here for line 1. Line 1 also runs the headset microphone. And then line 2 has gain as well, but it's just a button, so it's just high or low. So you don't have as much control. But this would be more for your guitar, your keyboard, or a 1/4-inch microphone. And whereas here, for your microphone, depending on who the person is talking, you need a little more control. So there's that. And again, it also can plug into your computer via USB, and it's powered as well, or you could just use the cable to go into that and run off battery power, like the PowerAd battery. Do I have those in here? Where's the PowerAd battery? I'm sure I had it in here. Oh, maybe I didn't. Well, that's not very smart, David. There we go. So the Amoon 2, let's go, should bring that up here. Are they going to feature us too? Are we getting featured again? Are we getting featured again? Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, getting featured. Hello. 2-channel mixing sound card. It's a mixer. It also does, yes, it does have the phantom power as well for those special microphones that need that. You can also get a 4-channel, right? So it just gives you more input, but via 1/4-inch. I would rather it had the RCA input. You could buy adapters though, but there you go. And the 4-channel, $89.99, but different. Same but different. Great quality product. Also, you know, strong metal, aluminum metal, I guess you'd call it. And it's got the feet on the bottom, so it's not sliding around anywhere. And it does take the XLR in deep as well. Both, if I had to choose between the Behringer or the Amoon, honestly, I would struggle with that decision. It really comes down to what your needs are. If they were both line 2 and, well, yeah, see, I don't know. That's a tough call. They're really just both, Amoon makes great products, and they're strong competitors to each other. And here's proof that I'm not getting paid putting them side by each here, which they probably wouldn't like that if they were paying me. They're both very comparable, both really quality built products, and you wouldn't go wrong. Great for podcasting as well. Great for you know, auto recording. Like I say, I use this one here at home, and I have my Shure 58 microphone, which I believe is right there. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Whoa, what did I just do? Get out of there. Well, I gotta get a picture of that one. All right. The Shure 58 microphone that I have over here, and I'm mounted on a boom mic with a windscreen and everything, and I plug it right into that, and then I have the USB cable goes right into my computer, and it picks it up as an audio mixer. It's plug and play. It's really slick. The Amoon does that as well. I just leave it here, and it's small, so it's not really in my way on the stand-up desk, and I've got all my controls at my fingertips. And every mixer has its designed for different purposes, right? So no, I would have a hard time picking between the two. They're both good quality. That's all I can tell you about that, right? So there you go. And the Shure 58 microphone at $99. This is studio quality microphone. I've used it for years for karaoke, and it just sound a whole lot better. Microphones, you can definitely tell the difference in the sound quality. Now, if you're just looking for something simple and basic, Behringer also makes microphones. I think this is the one that I have. Except mine's a black color version. Right? $19.99, so 20 bucks. You know, here's the thing. $100 microphone, $20 microphone, you're going to notice a difference. That's just how it is. Shure is studio professional quality. Behringer makes great products, but a $20 microphone is going to sound not as good as a $100 microphone. So $20 microphone, could you do a podcast? Yeah, you could. But I honestly, if you're really wanting to come across professional, you've got to spend the dollars. Shure 58 all the way, in my opinion. Shure 58 microphone all the way, in my opinion. Okay. There you go. But everybody's got different budgets, right? So if you're on a tight budget and you want to get started, you won't go wrong with the Behringer microphone at $20. And then you hold on to that. Like if you're in my room here, like I have 11 years worth of equipment, and beyond that, I've even got equipment from like way back in the day, like old stuff that you wouldn't want me to talk about. It's probably not even available on Amazon anymore. That's how long I've been doing this stuff. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is Deals with David Live. And if you're just joining, you're in for some great deals, and you've maybe missed some deals. So scroll back in the carousel. You can see all the things I was talking. We're talking about some audio gear. We were talking about the DJI Osmo stabilizers, and we're talking about microphones right now. What do you want to hear about? Is there some kind of product in particular that you would want to have me review? I could pull it up here in the product page. We could take a look. Well, I was going to be talking about some books here as well. I am getting close to running out of time, but I talk about books here as well. Do you have a favorite book? Would love to know what that is. You can say hello in the chat, and be sure to hover. Click this follow button right up here so you get notified whenever I go live. Now, just so you know, I am here 4 days a week. Sometimes, you know what I like to do to my kids? Say, listen, I was here for 4 days. Really? I thought you were only here for 2 days. Anyway, I am here 4 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every week, and Thursday nights for you night folks at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Usually here for a couple of hours. I'm going overtime today because I got a few more things I want to share with you. Okay, what do I share with you now? Coming up in the carousel, this is the Banggood headset that I told you. Whoops, that's not what I want. The Banggood headset. Oh yeah. All right. Let's turn that off. Look at that. How's that? How's that? Deals with David. Yeah. Exciting. There's all kinds of stuff I can do. What is that? Oh, there we go. Put me on down there. Yes, I'm having fun. What does that do? There we go. All right. All right, we're going to talk about headsets here, and this is the Banggood G9000 series. Now, what I'm about to show you, I've got to make some room here. Put stuff away when you're done with it. Put your toys away, and then you'll know exactly where everything is the next time you go. We parents should learn to take our own advice sometimes. Some maintaining a bundle of 6-day, 2-day. Started following. Okay, that's quite the name. Hello, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate you doing that and being here. Okay, so full disclosure, I'm talking about the Banggood G9000 gaming headset. This is the Evo Core. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. I bought these a couple years ago. Sometimes what companies do is they'll go to a manufacturer and say, I love your headset and we want to sell it. I'll buy 20,000 units, but you got to put my name on it. That's this right here. If you look real close, exactly everything the same. You look at the design on the side here, right? Foam pad, right? Just a little bit different design on the outside there, but it's the same company. What's nice about this is they're $20 headsets. So you're going to get $20 quality, typically, well, like I said. And I'm going to talk about the Steel Series coming up here. I think I have the Steel Series in there. Oh. Or I got the Razer Series, sorry. I should move that up, actually. Let's do that. How do I do that? Here we go, like this. Edit. I think I can do this. Whoop. Power of. There it is. I think I just fixed it. Oh. Maybe I gotta go back there, and then I gotta go back there. All right, well there it is. All right, let's talk about this. Again, as I talked about microphones, $20, $200, you're gonna notice a huge difference. Now what I liked about these though is at the $20 range, I got these for mobile live streaming. I move around a lot. That's part of what I do. I'm here 4 days a week, but I also do, when COVID wasn't around, I'm here in Canada. We could go out and I would do hockey games and lacrosse games, etc. And when you move things around a lot, they get banged around whether you like it or not. So I thought, well, if I bought these at 20 bucks and they work okay and they look decent, right? If they break, let's go buy another one. So I will tell you, here's the difference though, right? This is this molded plastic, I call it. Now, you can see, like, I'm bending that pretty good and nothing's breaking, right? Now I could, now you do that with about anything with enough strength. I do like that they had the padding in here, because I have headphones here somewhere where you put them on your head and then you got plastic digging into your head. These are actually really nice and comfortable, and they fit my head. I've got a big head. My helmet for my motorcycle is a 4X large. Okay, so I'm not lying. I have a big head. They fit well on there for me. The microphone is adjustable on the side as far as up and down goes, right? Okay. Sound quality is actually pretty good, and to listen in there, right? They're not gonna be better than $20 quality, but you can do a lot with $20 quality these days. I can hear the other person talking, which is the purpose I have 2 of these, and that works for me. The ear muffs, if you will, are comfortable, but you can see, like, there's kind of lower, just stitching, cheap stitching. I don't like saying cheap. It's the plastic covering on the outside. So here's what happens: like, you get these on and you're talking for 15 minutes at a time, sometimes longer. You get sweaty on your ears and stuff like that, right? And sticky and stuff. So I wasn't a fan of that, but I only talk about 15 minutes at a time at the hockey game, so that worked for me. And they're just they're a good product. One of the but they're a $20 product, right? But honestly, for $20, I've already had these for 2 years, and they're great for mobile, move it around. Maybe they get a little dirty or whatever. You clean them up, whatever. It's for mobile. It's got the volume control built right into the line as well, which is nice. So that's the volume control for your ears, your headset. Doesn't control your ears. You know what I meant. It's got the built-in mute function. Again, rather than having to go over to the computer and click a mute button or where's the mute button or mix it, you just right there. So if you're going to sneeze, you can mute yourself, right? They're not USB powered. Like here's this USB cable, but I'm show you. Am I going to show you? Where's my battery? I can use this one. I can. Here's what happens. This is why this is here. And you don't need this to run it. There's my power add battery, right? My 20,000. Look at that. Is that slick or what? It does that on both sides and on the microphone. So for gamers, they would think that was pretty cool. If you're wanting to get something for, you know, the young person in your family who's a gamer and they want headphones or they're just getting into it, for $20, you could get them those for a birthday or Christmas gift, and they'll be happy that you got them that. And especially when you go, but look, they light up, and how cool is that? And I think you can get different colors too. I'm not sure. It does have the earphone. The earphones are pretty good as far as the earmuffs go. It's nice to have that flexibility. There's all the different. You can see all the different. Come on. All the different uses there as well. What else is really cool about this? I'm just going to get rid of that battery. It has the red one is for the microphone and the green is for the headsets. But what if you wanted to use this on an iPad or something? You can pull that right off. And you've got your TRRS. So that's for plugging into a 3.5 millimeter jack on an iPhone or an Android, right? And again, that's only for anything below an iPhone 7. iPhone 7 and up has the new lightning plug-in like this. See that? Oh. I can just take that. I could plug that in like that, and I could plug that right into my iPhone or my iPad. Away I go. I'm all set. No mixer needed. So there you go, the Banggood. Banggood. Thank you very much. Tell me I'm funny. In the chat, tell me I'm funny. It's got a really long cord on it as well, so you don't have to be right up close or anything. I think it's about... it says currently unavailable, but I know you can get it. Didn't say how long. I want to say about 5 feet. But that's them right there. All right. Well, we're continuing on. I think I'll probably be here till probably 1 o'clock, right? But these ones, now, like microphones, yeah, let's go see if Razer's featuring us today. Are we in? What do you think? Oh yeah, there we go. I love it. Now, oh, those aren't my Razers. They're over there. Crap. The Razer headsets, the $200, are an Amazon choice. Now, when you see that where it says Amazon choice, that means that Amazon has looked into the product hard, done their own reviews, and said, we recommend this product. They don't do that for just any products. Okay? So when it's an Amazon's choice, you know you're getting really good quality. The Razer Nary Ultimate, super comfortable, and I'll tell you, you have volume control. I should go over and get it. One sec. I'm going to go over and get it. There we go. Sorry about that. I should have my wireless on, I know. This is worth the trip though. Boy, I'll tell you, and again, it's like microphones, $20, $200, you're gonna get a world of difference in the sound, in the quality. These are not what I would want to take and throw in a suitcase every, 2-3 days a week and move around and do the mobile streaming like I do. That's why I have the Banggoos at $20, right? Speakers on the in and outside. Well, this has got bass built into it, and I'm telling you, you just put these things on, and you not only get the bass in your ears, you feel the bass. It has movement in the speakers, if you will, and it just really, it's amazing sound. Does not compare at all to the Bangoo. Think about the Bangoo again, nice portable, mobile. The microphone on the Bangoo is probably the best part. It does have good quality on that. But here, for sound, you need this. You need this. Let me switch things around here. Let's do this, this, and this. And here's what I was talking about. I wish you could feel that, but you can almost see the difference in the quality. There's just so much more comfort. It's comfort, right? Comfort. I'm going to sneeze. You didn't need to hear that sneeze. All right. I'm going to get through this because I do have to go, but just super quality sound. Wow, amazing. You've got your microphone here, in and out. It's nice and compact. So it's nice. So if you're just listening and you're not using your microphone and you don't want that in your way, you put it away, right? You can see the durability here. Now the only thing that's really different, it doesn't like extend. They've designed it so that this part here is the biggest. And but even with me, where's the, put those on for me. And they just, like I could sleep with those things, man, let me tell you. They're so comfortable. And this doesn't feel hard on my head. And if I needed it to stretch, it will. And here's the, pull that right out. And you can adjust it there if you want it there. You want it out there, right? So it's nice and flexible, which is really great. Okay. You've got your controls, separate controls for each side. So you've got a volume control here and a volume control here. So if you have like your Discord app, like your voice app, you can actually turn down the volume of what game you're playing and turn the volume for the Discord up. So you've got a lot of functionality control. Built-in mute there, right, as well. Here's your on-off power and then USB charge. And if you wanted to run it on wired, so it does come with a wired cable, the TRS or the TRRS for iPhones. So let's say you lost power, you could plug that in and still be going. Here's how it works. Bluetooth, right? Take this. I don't know if you can see that. Just pops right out of there. My big fingers. There you go. See? And you just plug that in your computer. Turn it on and boop boop, you connect. And your computer should recognize right away that you've got the Razer Nary Ultimate Wireless 7.1, and it is surround sound, and I love it. I play, I don't play a lot of big video games, I like Call of Duty and stuff. I'm not that smart. I play like Railroad Empire and little simple games like that. And it's still, I can't say enough about them. They're really fantastic. They are $199 compared to a $200 unit, but you get what you pay for when it comes down to products like this, microphones, headphones, etc., and worth every penny that I've paid for. I use these for my video gaming. I have the Arctic Steel series, which I don't think I have in the carousel, but I should. Let's put that in there because you really should. Really should. And Steel series X9. Yep. There we go. Yeah, great product. Oop, what am I doing here? Why can't I stop that? Okay, refresh. Refresh. Uh-oh, are we froze? We froze. That's weird. Can't tap on anything. What's going on? We've lost control. Who we got? Cicely Humans started following. Hey, thank you so much, Cicely, for following us here. I really appreciate you. And I'm always curious to ask my new followers. Say hello in the chat. And where are you watching from? How did you discover my broadcast here? This is Deals with David. I'm your host, David Burrows. Welcome. Even though I'm having struggles right now. Oh, that worked, I guess. I can't scroll or anything. What's going on? Start over. That's really weird. Well, we're almost done anyway. In fact, we are done. Yeah, some more great. I just wanted to show the other headsets in here, which it hasn't added for some reason. Okay. Did I move them down here? Did they get moved? Thanks for coming along and spending time with me today. I hope you're getting, some value of me demonstrating the products for you. There's some wireless microphones in there, Boya microphones. All the products that I have in the carousel today, I own and use these products. So nobody's paying me to say nice things about it. I only like to say nice things anyway, but I've used these products, I have these products, and that's why I can give you an honest presentation here today. I'm here 4 days a week. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till, about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then Thursday nights, I'm here at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, also for a couple hours. We're talking about some books coming up tomorrow. I'm going to share some more books, motivational books, and some good feel-good story books as well. And we're going to talk some more tech stuff. Tomorrow we'll probably talk about the cordless microphones, and we're going to talk about some lighting. I'm not naturally handsome like this. I need the lighting to help me out with that. And we're going to talk about some lighting products as well and some more live streaming tools. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. For being here and joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, hover over and click the follow button up there so you get notified when I go live, because I'll be doing those 4 days. But then I'm going to have some bonus streams as well. Like on a Saturday coming up, we're going to be flying my drone, my Mavic Mini 2 drone. My son and I will be here to do that and show you some of that as well. So make sure you click the follow button so you get notified of when I'm here. I think that got everything that I need to say out of the way. And now I just got to clear. It's one thing about self-producing is you just got to push a lot of buttons. But that's all the time I got for you this week. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. I hope you'll come join me. Until then, bye.